To the clerk to Parliament. And it reads, Dear Sir, submission of writ of elections for the parliamentary elections held on 7 December 2024. I bring you greetings from the Electoral Commission and trust that this letter finds you well. I write to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 17 December 2024 with reference number PS/CS/027/34 on the above subject matter. Kindly find attached the writ of elections for the parliamentary elections held on Saturday, 7 December 2024 for 274 constituencies. Also attached is a schedule containing the names of the candidates elected pursuant to Regulation 43(2)(b) of the Public Elections Regulation 2020 CI 127. Please note that there are 2 constituencies which have issues with their coalitions. The Commission will notify you when the issues regarding the 2 constituencies have been resolved. So that is the first one. The second writ of elections was received on the 2nd of January 2025. It reads, the Clerk to Parliament, Parliament of Accra, yes sir, submission of writ of elections for the Domi Kwabenya parliamentary election held on 7 December 2024. I bring you greetings from the Electoral Commission and trust this letter finds you well. Following the completion of the collation of polling station results for the Domi Kwabenya constituency, kindly find attached the writ of elections for the parliamentary elections held on Saturday, 7 December 2024 for the Domi Kwabenya constituency. Also attached is a schedule containing the name of the candidate elected pursuant to Regulation 43(2)(b) of the Public Elections Regulations 2024 CI 127. Signed, Samuel Tete, Deputy Chair, Operations. The third writ of elections was received on the 5th of January, 5th January, also addressed to the Clerk to Parliament, and it reads, Dear Sir, submission of writ of elections for Okaikwe Central, Tema Central, and Techiman South parliamentary elections held on 7 December 2024. I bring you greetings from the Electoral Commission and trust that this letter finds you well. Following the completion of the collation of polling station results for Okaikwe Central, Tema Central, and Techiman South constituencies, kindly find attached writ of elections for the parliamentary elections held on 7 December 2024 for the above mentioned constituencies. Also attached is a schedule containing the names of the candidates elected pursuant to Regulation 43(2)(b) of the Public Elections Regulations 2020 CI 127. Again, signed by Samuel Tete, Deputy Chair, Operations for Chairperson. Honourable members, elect, by this communication, the writs are hereby tabled for the information of the entire House. Honourable members elect, Order A3 of our standing orders states that a clerk, as the presiding officer, shall conduct a roll call of the members of Parliament elect, and a member is expected to respond to the roll call. I now proceed to call out your names in alphabetical order. But before I do so, it is imperative to bring to the attention of honorable members a matter of concern. I say so because I know this is a matter which will come up on this floor. And so it is my noble duty, legally, constitutionally, and procedurally, to draw your attention. For your... So I proceed, honorable members. I proceed. Two issues relating to two constituencies are outstanding. And the constituencies are Ablekuma North and Akwetia. Honorable members, would you kindly listen as we proceed? Ablekuma North and Akwetia. The case of Ablekuma North is known to all of us in this honorable house. We don't have writ of elections from the Electoral Commission in respect of Ablekuma North. And therefore, it is impossible to proceed with any matter relating to Ablekuma North in terms of roll call and in terms of the eligibility of a member for that constituency to participate in the election of the Speaker. In the case of Akwetia, the clerk to Parliament was served a process on the 3rd of January 2025 with an order of interim injunction from a high court in Koforidua. This order was served through the legal office of the Parliamentary Service. The order directed the respondents, including the clerk to Parliament, indicating that they are restrained from proceeding to call, admit, register, swear in, recognize, gazette the said Ernest Yao Kumi as the elected member for the Akwetia constituency. At the time of the receipt of the order, the Parliamentary Service had already completed the process of registration of Ernest Yao Kumi as member-elect. This is precisely because the first writ of elections that we received, Ernest Yao Kumi was part of that process. So we received writ of elections in respect of Ernest Yao Kumi. And without the pendency of any suit, any process, the Parliamentary Service, in compliance with due process, had to register the member. So we did so. Subsequently, it has come to our attention. There's a restraining order of a court. Restraining not just a member, but a clerk to Parliament from proceeding with the registration of, from proceeding with the members' participation in the election of the Speaker. This is a matter that honorable members ought to know, since it is a court order, which order restrains the clerk to Parliament as well from proceeding or dealing with a member in this matter. I find myself constrained. So I have brought this matter to the attention of the House, that is my pleasant duty to do, the member may decide, may elect to participate. But in doing so, I'm drawing attention to Article 105 of the Constitution. And I will read. A person who sits or votes in Parliament knowing or having reasonable grounds for knowing that he is not entitled to do so commits an offense and shall be liable on conviction to such penalty as shall be prescribed by or under an enactment of Parliament. Having done this, I have discharged my noble duty. I will end there.
Please, let's make a headway. Mr. Chairman, we have heard you. This is a house of rules and procedure that is not in doubt. This is a house that relies on precedence. I just have a simple answer to the point you made, and I have the instructions of my respected colleague-elect, Honorable Ernest Kumi, and fortified by the precedence of this house, which precedence is dated 7th of January 2021. I simply, Mr. Chairman, the member so desires to proceed to be sworn in and to also participate in the election of the Speaker and bear the consequences himself. Mr. Chairman, we do not want surprises. We do not want surprises. We do not want surprises. I am therefore, for the records, inviting you to respond to the position the honorable member concerned has taken, just for the records, because we don't want surprises as we proceed. So we want to know so that we take.
Honorable members elect, I have taken note of what the Honorable Minority Leader has said. We will proceed appropriately. Yes. Proceed. Member heard what we said. He knows the consequences of his actions and inactions. So we leave it there. We will proceed. All right. So, head of table.
Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, thank you again for the opportunity to speak on this matter. Mr. Chairman, yes, the minority leader has spoken. He spoke for the member. But Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, since the member-elect is before this House, it will only be right for that member to speak for the records. Mr. Chairman, I say this because the court has issued an order. The said order has been served on the member and the clerk to Parliament. Mr. Chairman, you read to us Article 105 of the Constitution. The honorable member, the minority leader, took responsibility and spoke on behalf of the member-elect. We want to... Yes, I listened to him, I heard him. If he's taking responsibility, let the records reflect. Let the records reflect that the member-elect for Akwetia constituency has disregarded the court order, and the repercussions of Article 105 of the Constitution applies. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
We shall now proceed with a roll call.
Yes.
We are proceeding with a roll call. When a member-elect's name is mentioned, the member must rise in his seat to be recognized. Thank you, honorable members-elect. Head of table, proceed with a roll call.
Abdul Khalid Mohammed Sharif. Ablakwa Samuel Okujeto. Abuaje George Kwame. Abuaje George Kwame. Abuaje George Kwame.
Addressing the clerk, shall propose a person to the House as the Speaker of Parliament, and shall move that the person do take the chair of this House as Speaker, which motion shall be seconded without debate or remarks. The Chairman, I move that Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbe do take the chair of this House as the Speaker of the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbe is a teacher, a lawyer, a politician, a statesman, a result-oriented and transformational leader. He was elected as Speaker of the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic on the 7th January 2021, thus becoming the first person ever in the history of Ghana and the Parliament of Ghana to be elected to the high office of the Speaker of Parliament from a political party that is neither in government nor controls the majority of seats in Ghana's Parliament. He was called to the bar as barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Ghana in 1982 and engaged in private legal practice between 1983 and 1993. He later established a law firm in 1994 called the Law Trust. Right Honorable Speaker entered the University of Ghana in 1977 and graduated in 1980 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Law and English. He proceeded to the Ghana School of Law in Accra, where he was called to the bar and became a solicitor and advocate of the Supreme Court of Ghana. Honorable Babin later earned a postgraduate certificate on privatization of public utilities at the Eastern and Southern African Management Institute, Tanzania, in the year 1999. He also has an executive master's in governance and leadership from the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, JIMPA. Right Honorable Bagbin entered Parliament on the ticket of the National Democratic Congress in 1993. He won 7 consecutive parliamentary elections. He was Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker decided not to contest as a member of Parliament at the end of his term of the 7th Parliament of the 4th Republic in the year 2021. He was elected Speaker of Parliament of the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana. Within these years, spanning some 28 good years, Honorable Alban Kingsford Bagbin served on various parliamentary committees and chaired several of them. He served as the minority leader from January 2001, a position he held for 8 good years until he transitioned to the majority leader and leader of government business in the year 2009. Honorable Bagbin again served as the Minister of Water Resources, Works and Housing, and later the Minister of Health between 2010 and 2013. In 2014, he returned to the House as the majority leader and leader of government business for the second time. He was elected the second Deputy Speaker in January 2017 for the duration of the 7th Parliament. He was a member of the task force responsible for the President of Ghana's priority project in health, education, and transport from 2013 to 2017, famously referred to by Ghanaians as the 3 wise men. Right Honorable Speaker also served and continues to serve on several boards and international organizations. This includes, currently is the chairman of the Parliamentary Service Board of the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana that dissolved today. He was a member of the Parliamentary Service Board for the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th Parliament, and he was also in attendance as a member of the Parliamentary Service Board for the 7th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana. He was a member of the African, Caribbean, Pacific, and European Union Joint Parliamentary Assembly, the ACPEU, at Belgium between 2013 and 2015. He was again a member of the International Council for Parliamentarians for Global Action. He is again the founding member, Global Organization for Parliamentarians Against Corruption, GOPAC, between 2004 and 2014. He was a member of Parliamentarians for Global Action, again between 1994 to 2017. He was the Vice President of CPA between 2021 to 2022. Currently the President, Conference of Speakers, and President of African Legislatures. He's a member, International Advisory Council for Global Governance in Washington, and a member of the International Council for Political Renewal, again in the United States, Washington. For his outstanding leadership and lifetime of dedication to public service, both in Ghana and abroad, Speaker Bagbin was awarded Doctor of Law Honoris Causa, LLD, by the University of Professional Studies, UPSA, in the year 2017. Right Honorable Speaker has won a significant number of international and domestic awards. He's a strong advocate for gender and social inclusion, women's rights and empowerment, and equitable representation in Parliament in all decision-making across the country and globally. He's also noted for his principled, courageous, firm, decisive, and resolute personality. Right Honorable Bagbin is a man of high integrity and a Democrat par excellence. Mr. Chairman, Speaker Bagbin has championed several institutional reforms and the welfare of members and the parliamentary service during his first term as Speaker. In addition to this, he is the first Speaker of this House to demystify Parliament by taking the institution to the doorsteps of the people of Ghana. He is married with 2 kids. I so move. Thank you.
To rise to second this motion ably moved by my respected colleague, Dr. Kesil Atoba Fosu. But before I second this motion, before I second this motion, under the rules of this House, which secondment requires that there should be no need for remarks or debate, I shall address some preliminary matters. Before, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, this House is an independent constitutional body. The mandate given to us to elect a speaker is engraved in the provisions of the Constitution, in particular, Article 95 of the Constitution. The Speaker he hasn't called me.
Mr. Chairman, and this is the first time in the history of this Parliament. Our standing orders are very clear. When you rise to second a motion, there must be no remark, no debate. What the minority leader, who has not told us if it is now spiritually okay for him to sit in the minority leader's chair. I don't know what his spiritual advisors are telling him now. He cannot be violently violating our standing orders with such impunity. We cannot accept it. So, Mr. Chairman, please, we invite you to ensure that this solemn occasion proceeds with respect for our Constitution and the standing orders of the House. If you have some, you call it preliminary remarks, you can do that out of the confines of the motion and secondment. You are minority leader. You are well within your right to make your preliminary remarks after. You cannot be violating our standing orders. Please, let's be careful the precedent we set. This is so bizarre. It's never been seen in this House. So, respected minority leader, please. And, Chair, I'm getting the impression that the clerk is allowing the minority leader to dictate the pace. Please, let's see your authority. We will not accept this.
The Honorable Minority Leader indicated that he is aware of the rules of engagement regarding seconding the motion nominating the Speaker. That should be without debate or remarks. And I believe the Honorable Minority Leader will do exactly so. Honorable Minority Leader, you may proceed without debate or remarks. Honorable Minority Leader, you have the floor. Please proceed.
With my respected colleague, Honorable Ablakwa, I will always want to respect his views. But I love debates, and I would want us to go into the issues. I respectfully, I kept quiet. You are impatient. I kept quiet for you. Let's have some decorum. Mr. Chairman, my practice at the bar is always a guide for me. I said I have a preliminary matter to raise. In law, Mr. Blocker, you pay attention. This is a matter of law. This is a matter of law. This is a matter of law. Law, pay attention. When Mr. Chairman, I said I have a preliminary matter, I meant to say that I had to deal with the preliminary matter before I get to the stage of seconding the motion. And that is allowed. Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, before I proceed, let me put on record that the minority leader is a distinguished lawyer of repute. And indeed, Mr. Chairman, I will refer the House to the rules of this House, and specifically to Order 8, Rule 4. And Mr. Chairman did refer to it, which reads, with your permission, and I quote, that a member-elect addressing the clerk shall propose a person to the House as the Speaker of Parliament and shall move that the person, quote, do take the chair of this House as Speaker, end quote, which motion shall be seconded without debate or remarks, end quote. Mr. Chairman, my colleague, brother, and friend, the Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa, made the point rightly that in seconding the motion for somebody to take the chair, one is not entitled to make remarks or debate. But Mr. Chairman, we all heard the venerable, distinguished, astute lawyer, minority leader, Honorable Afenyo Makin, loud and clear. Mr. Chairman, he said, and I quote him, before I second the motion, and end quote, before I second the motion. Mr. Chairman, he had not seconded the motion. And he did go a step further, Mr. Chairman, he did go a step further to say, before I second the motion, I would like to make some preliminary points. And so, Mr. Chairman, I will pardon my friend and brother, the Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa. He is not a lawyer. And therefore, by a basic rule, Mr. Chairman, by a basic rule or canon of interpretation, even a lay person will appreciate that the distinguished minority leader is yet to second the motion, and therefore he's entitled to make the preliminary points he sought to make. So let the minority leader make those points. Thank you very much.
Thank you, honorable members. Thank you, honorable members. Honorable members, we shall proceed with seconding of the motion. And honorable minority leader, please proceed. Brevity is the rules of the game.
Mr. Chairman,
Roxy, sit down.
Mr. Chairman, to rise to second a motion is a voluntary act. If he's not interested in seconding the motion, he should sit down. I rise to second the motion. The motion is therefore seconded. Thank you very much.
floor. All right. Honorable members. Honorable members. Honorable members. Honorable members. Honorable members. The Honorable Minority Leader was on the floor before the other Honorable Member interjected. The rules of the House. Honorable members. Honorable Minority Leader. Honorable Minority Leader, please continue with the seconding of the motion. Please second the motion. Please second the motion.
Mr. Chairman, our Constitution, Article 95, provides that there shall be a Speaker who shall be elected by members of Parliament from among persons who are members of Parliament or who are qualified to be elected as members of Parliament. Mr. Chairman, I have in my hand a statement issued by the Office of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, titled President-elect Mandate NDC Parliamentary Leadership to nominate Right Honorable ASK Bagbin as Speaker of 9th Parliament. It reads, the President-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has in consultation with the National Executive and Parliamentary Leadership of National Democratic Congress, mandated the nomination
Mr. Chairman,
of the Right Honorable Abansuman Kingsford Babi as Speaker of the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, this letter is signed by Mr. Felix Ofosu, Kwachi Ofosu, as Special Aide. Chairman, the preliminary issue I'm raising is to the effect that the nomination
Mr. Chairman,
only requires the consent
where from
of
that
the
letter?
person to be nominated.
Where from that letter? That letter, where is it from?
Situation where
It must not be tolerated.
that the
What's that
executive
letter?
now directs that a
Where from that
member
letter?
to nominate would make this arm of
This is the
government
House of Records.
an
Where from that
appendage
letter?
of the executive. Mr. Chairman,
No, where from that letter?
is the objection that I have. Having made that point,
Where from that letter?
I need, Mr. Chairman, to also draw your attention
You see, Sammy,
to the fact
you have
that
been vindicated.
in 2001,
Jethro.
7 January, when
Is
Right
this
Honorable
seconding the
himself,
motion?
as minority
What
leader,
is doing?
was seconding the motion ably moved by J.H. Mensah for consideration of Alajete as the Speaker. These were his observations, and I read from column 4 of the Hansard of 7 January 2001. I quote, ASK Bagbin, NDC, Nadole Kalu North, as he then was. He says, Mr. Chairman, I rise to second the motion urging this House to accept the nomination of Mr. Peter Alajete as Speaker of the 3rd Parliament of the 4th Republic. He goes on to say, Mr. Chairman, in doing so, however, I would want to register the displeasure of the minority side on how this issue has been handled. Mr. Chairman, it is part of the rules of democracy for us to be heard. I am not opposed to the motion, but my concerns must register for Hansa. And the man that we are proposing for the high office of Speaker himself has set a precedent where in seconding Alajete, The chair allowed him to raise his concerns. Let us tolerate each other. I am here with his own records. Mr. Chair, my contention basically is that in view of the improper consultation, from the majority side in this matter, and in view of the fact that, Mr. Speaker, the executive in a public statement is directing the honorable majority leader to nominate a person. I hold the view that
honorable minority leader.
No, I have to come in.
There is no any executive. Honorable minority leader. Honorable minority leader. Honorable minority leader.
There is no any executive.
Honorable minority
Which
leader.
executive?
Honorable minority leader.
What? There is no executive.
Recognize honorable members' intents. But let me make a point. Honorable minority, I am the chair of these proceedings. Let me make my point. Honorable minority leader, there are extraneous matters which I believe should not be part of this process. You were to second the motion. The other information you were tendering, the other information you were providing is not an information which is before this House. It is not part of the process for consideration for nomination of the Speaker. So, in seconding the motion, these matters ought not to have been brought to the floor of the House. Let me make that point. In doing so, I recognize Honorable Muntaka. Please.
To have a leader grossly abusing it, I need to draw his attention. Aside Order 7, I want to refer the minority leader to our standing orders 11510. And in 11510, it says, and I read, under rules of debate, and I read, a member seconding the motion or an amendment shall state, Mr. or Madam Speaker, I beg to second the motion or amendment, except that this may be without limiting the right of the member to speak later at a later stage within the debate. Most importantly, Mr. Chair, 11, it says, a mover of a motion or amendment may speak in support of the motion, but subject to these orders, no further, and that's where the emphasis is, no further debate is allowed until the motion or amendment has been seconded. So while you are saying, yes, it's within your right as a member, and even when you go to Order 8, after seconding and the motion is taken, before the Speaker is called to take the chair, the standing order allows a member to get up and make other comments before that chair. So all we are saying is that in what you are doing, you are abusing the rules. You can second the motion, let the motion pass. If you have something to say, you get up and you cut out the chair, and then you'll be allowed to speak. So with this, you are abusing our rules, and we need to draw your attention. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
I have heard Honorable Muntaka. I disagree with him, but I'll reserve that for another day. Mr. Chairman, with the greatest respect to you, Mr. Chairman, with the greatest respect to you, a preliminary matter is a preliminary matter. Having raised them, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, having raised them, I shall proceed, therefore, to second the motion moved by my legislative colleague. Our side has no other nomination. Just for the record, we do not have any other. Why are you scared? You think we want to pull a fast one on you? Why are you scared? Mr. Speaker, why are they scared? We are not pulling a fast one on you. We will not. Are you sure you don't have any other nomination yourself? Mr. Chairman, I want to find out from our side. Mr. Chairman, have patience for the process. Our side, the MPP minority, has no other nomination. But we want to find out from the backbench whether they have any other nomination. They should tell us. Whether they are only relying on the president-elect's nomination or they have another one. They should let us know.
There be no other nomination. I hereby duly declare Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagby as having been elected. We will continue with proceedings. And may you humbly resume your seats. All members, please resume your seats. Now, we will invite the sponsors to conduct Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagby to the chamber. May resume their seats. You may resume your seats. I shall now invite Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, to administer the oaths of allegiance and the oath of office of the Speaker to the Speaker-elect. Your Ladyship, the Chief Justice, may proceed to the dais for the administration of the oaths.
We'll start with the oath of allegiance. Do kindly say after me.
I, Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagby,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
To the Republic of Ghana.
To the Republic of Ghana.
As by law established.
As by law established.
That I will uphold the sovereignty.
That I will uphold the sovereignty.
And integrity of Ghana.
And integrity of Ghana.
And that I will preserve.
And that I will preserve.
Protect.
Protect.
And defend.
And defend.
The Constitution.
The Constitution.
Of the Republic of Ghana.
Of the Republic of Ghana.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Now we will have the Speaker's oath. I,
Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagby,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
To the Republic of Ghana.
To the Republic of Ghana.
As by law established.
As by law established.
That I will uphold the integrity.
That I will uphold the integrity.
Of the Republic of Ghana.
Of the Republic of Ghana.
That I will faithfully.
that I will faithfully
and conscientiously discharge my duties
as
Speaker of Parliament, and that I will uphold, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, and that I will do right to all manner of persons in accordance with the Constitution of Ghana and the laws and conventions of Parliament without fear or favor affection or ill will. So help me God. Ayiko. Yes.
Order. Araba, Isaba, Saki, Tokunu. Honorable members of Parliament elect, Your Excellencies, Speakers, and Presidents of legislatures present. I'm aware we have a number of them with us today. Your Excellencies, members of the diplomatic corps present, our most revered spiritual and traditional leaders of the country, chairmen and executives of political parties present, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great humility that I accept the high and privileged office of the Speaker of the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana, having had the same honor to be Speaker of the 8th Parliament. I am grateful to the Almighty God for His grace and mercies for me to achieve this rare feat. To Him be all the praise and honor. Honorable members of Parliament-elect, I am very grateful for the privilege and confidence you have reposed in me to be Speaker and to head this honorable House once more. I also express my gratitude to the President-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, for the trust and confidence in me and my leadership of the House, and for recommending my candidature in consultation with the leadership of the great National Democratic Congress to be elected. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana as by law established. That I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of Ghana, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. So help me God. We shall now proceed to the oath of a member of Parliament. And once again, you repeat after me. A member of Parliament, do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana as by law established. That I will uphold, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution. Of the Republic of Ghana. And that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of Parliament. So help me God. Honorable members, you may now resume your seats. Honorable members, you may now resume your seats. Please resume.
Yɛbɛgye ato mu sɛ wowɔ minority a ɛnkyerɛ sɛ wonni ɔman no ho dɔ. Ɛno ɛna ɛyɛ adeɛ a na ayera wɔ 8th parliament no mu because na yɛ nuanom MPP foɔ susu sɛ wowɔ minority a obi biara nkanto. Enti sɛ nhyehyɛe ba koraa na sɛ adwene a wode ba no wɔn ankasa nim sɛ yɛ adwene papa koraa. Wɔn hunu sɛ anya afiri wo ano deɛ ɛsɛ sɛ yɛbɔto gu. Ɛno nti na wohunu sɛ E-levy nom ne adeade a yɛpaase a na wɔn mpene ɛde ntɔkwasɛm ne ade ba yɛ akyi. Wɔn ankasa san bɛka sɛ ɛnyɛ na ɛto aba ma wɔn a wɔn bɛyi afiri hɔ. Ɛkyerɛ sɛ tam a yɛpaase no koraa na wɔn nim sɛ deɛ yɛka no wɔ mu. But the fact is say free opposition for ano no na wɔn mpɛ sɛ wɔn de yɛ adwuma. Yɛn nte saa nti yɛn deɛ wohwɛ election yɛkɔɔ so ne adeɛ a mprenu a MPP abɛtena akonnwa so no ɛberɛ biara na wɔn yɛ wɔn adwene sɛ even second deputy speaker no koraa no yɛmpɛ sɛ ɛbɛfiri yɛne ɛwɔ opposition no wobɛhɛ independent ni wɔ hɔ a na party ketewa bi wɔ hɔ a sɛ yɛde bɛma NDC ni deɛ yɛde akɔma independent sɛsi a majority a yɛwɔ yi nke bɛtumi ayifoɔ independent foɔ na yi nke bɛtumi de second deputy speaker ama obiara but yɛhwɛ wɔn sɛ wɔn yɛ nipa foforɔ ɛne wɔn nimdeɛ ne adeade a yɛsusu sɛ yɛka sɛ yɛyi afiri MPP mu de akɔma wɔn a yɛbɛka sɛ yɛayɛ yɛbo so asɛm deɛ but na ɛnyɛ adeɛ a yɛboa ɔman no ɛno nti na yɛhwɛ kaa sɛ no ɛmfa nkɔma asiama wɔyɛ adwuma wɔ ha yɛnim sɛ ɔwɔ nimdeɛ the fact sɛ ɔnni afa no ɛnkyerɛ sɛ n'adwene a ɔwɔ no yɛde akyekyere man a ɛnyɛ yie ɛno nti na yɛhwɛ yɛ a yɛde ma asiama nti yɛ majority no deɛ yɛde bɛyɛ deɛ bɛboa ɔman no ne mo wokuta minority na sɛ la wopɛ sɛ wobɛtwintwan yɛakwa mu sɛ wompene meɛ nyɛ deɛ bɛboa ɔman no deɛ wonim sɛ yɛde bɛbu afa wo so na yɛme wowa sɛ afenyo make wɔka sɛ president elect ɔno ka sɛ ɔtu ne partyfoɔ fo sɛ yɛmmra mɛ nominati bagbe a wɔn nti bi da ɔho ɛm sɛ ada sɛ ɔnyini wɔ parliament ha anaasɛ boapayɛ ɛna ɔde yɛ because yɛte akonnwa so no yɛkaa sɛ the office of Minister of Parliamentary Affairs a ɛyɛ majority leader a ɔsan yɛ leader of parliament no sɛ wode kɔ wo create saa office no a ɛkyɛ sɛ wode parliament ɛkɔ akɔhyɛ president a ɔte hɔ ase ɛfiri sɛ apart from sɛ ɔno ne bɛ appoint no ɔsan ne no kɔ cabinet ɛma ɔkɔtena n'ase som no te sɛ deɛ ɔhyɛ n'ase nti sɛ parliament nyinaa leader no no a na ɔde kɔsom president a na yɛsusu sɛ ɔde parliament no kɔhyɛ president ase nti yɛyɛ twa mu during our time yɛamfa saa the sɛ minister for parliamentary affairs na nyɛ adwuma ɛna MPP baa yɛ ɛna ɔmo san bɛkreti yɛ wɔn a ɔmo ka sɛ president ka sɛ wa nominate anaasɛ ɔfoa so sɛ yɛmfa obi nyɛ speaker no koraa kyerɛ sɛ ɔde parliament ɛkɔ akɔhyɛ executive ase no wɔn na de minister for parliamentary affairs ɛyɛ adwuma chairman Sabonsu ɛno na ɔte so a ɔyɛ minister a ɔhyɛ Nana Akufo-Addo ase na ɔsan yɛ leader of parliament ɛno deɛ wɔn ahu anything wrong with it nti wunu nipa a sɛ ɔkɔtɔ de a ne bodwe nyanyankyerɛ de a yɛmfa nkɔ a wunu sɛ adwene a wɔn de wɔ amanyɔsɛ mu no ɛnyɛ adwene a wɔn de pɛ ɔman no yie deɛ na mmom ɛyɛ adwene a tɛm biara wɔn pɛ sɛ wɔn de di amim na wɔn no yɛ biribi bɔne a ɛno deɛ ɛyɛ na obi yɛ biribi papa koraa a wɔn sɛ ɛno deɛ ɛnyɛ nti yɛn deɛ Say, sir, nomination, even Sir President no nominate no. There's nothing wrong with it. And then Chief Justice, and your president appointed. And the president appointed Chief Justice one appointment, and I just say, yeah, the court to Nina say presidency. Power of appointment in the go round. Now the independent judiciary no and you're independent. Which I say, judiciary say you're independent. Now when appointed Chief Justice and your president, that is